1.21 has been out for over a month, so let's rank everything that we got. Starting off with the crafter, I feel like a lot of people would be upset if I didn't put this in S tier just to have automatic crafting. I think this is a fantastic addition to Minecraft, and I already love it even though I've only used it a few times. Plus, the Minecraft community is full of amazing and really smart people who come up with amazing ideas for this, so yeah, it's got to be an S tier. And then we have the copper blocks. I feel like copper has always been one of those ores that we want more from, and we finally got it. These new blocks are awesome. So just the fact that we have more uses for copper, it's going in S tier. Next up, we have trial chambers and all the items that come with it. Trial chambers being a new structure for us to explore is fantastic, but I don't see myself using them pretty regularly. Some creators have already come up with farms so you can actually get a lot of items from them really quickly, which is really cool. As for myself, I have taken on a few and I plan on taking on a few more, but I don't plan on using it all the time. Oh no, I broke my floor. So I'm gonna have to put the trial chambers in a B tier. Inside the trial chambers, we also have the breeze. The breeze is a really cool mob. We get an overworld version of the blaze. I love its animation and it's actually kind of a challenge to take out. But for me, it doesn't offer a whole lot other than a new challenge to fight. So also going in B tier. And thanks to the trial chambers and the breeze, we also get the breeze rod and the heavy core. And with those two combined, we get the mace. The breeze rod is really cool because we can actually get wind charges from it, which allows us to do different things with parkour and also moving things with redstone. So I'm going to place the breeze rod in C. As for the heavy core, its only purpose is to be a part of the mace. I think if we get more uses of the heavy core, like if it worked more like a conduit or something like that, this would go much higher on the list, but sadly I can't put it that high. So it's going on E. The mace on the other hand is really nice. It's got a lot of different purposes. I know there's the argument of it not being that useful, but I think it does have its use, and if you want to argue about it, talk to me in the comments. I also have a couple videos on the mace, and if you want to go check those out, you should do so. But since I'm the one ranking this, I'm going to put it in C with the breeze rod. I just think it has a lot more purpose than the heavy core, but it's definitely not S or A tier. Along with the breeze, we also got the bogged. Now I'm putting the bog in C tier because I think it's awesome to have that challenge, but I also just don't like skeletons. Like many players, I've died to skeletons so many times, and the addition of poison, even though it's exciting, it's not my favorite thing, but I don't hate it. So C tier it is. Then we have the ominous bottle. The ominous bottle now takes away the fear of taking out the patrol captains of pillagers, which I love very much. Now I don't have to worry about taking a captain out and accidentally starting a raid, because that has happened so many times. So for that fact alone, it's going into A. 1.21 also brought along two new armor trims. We have the flow and the bolt. And actually, now that I'm looking at these again, I gotta say the flow looks a lot better. I was gonna say bolt looked pretty good, but honestly, this one just looks stylish and I like it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put flow into B tier, and we're gonna put bolt into C tier. And like so many other builders, we have my favorite block, which is the new tough blocks. And I mean, come on. They're going into S tier. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a music teacher outside of creating content, and the addition of new music discs got me really excited. Because I don't know about you guys, but the one I only find all the time is Cat, and yeah, I definitely needed some new stuff to find. Because we had Creator and Precipice. Creator is very simple, but then it really kicks into a really faster section along with electric guitar, and I love that. So that's going into A tier. Now, excuse me while I vibe out to this. And then we have Precipice, which again, sounds really cool. This kind of reminds me of the bells you would hear after a wedding in church, but with a little more psychedelic feel to it. And, you know, I love the name Precipice. And I think I like the word precipice mostly because it's in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. So yeah, Creator and Precipice, you're going into A tier. 1.21 also brought along 4 new potion effects. And if you want to see how those potions are brewed or how to use them, you can click this video in the top right corner after you watch this one. But first up, we have the potion of wind charging. I gotta say, this is definitely an S tier potion for me, mostly because you can use it to launch yourself way into the sky with a bunch of chickens and a sword with sweeping edge. Then we have Potion of Weaving, which honestly, weaving isn't that bad because it allows us to actually farm cobwebs, which aren't hard to get, but it just makes it a little easier. Then we have Potion of Infestation, which honestly isn't great. It just allows us to spawn silverfish. So yeah, it's gonna go into F tier. It's nice to have in the game, but am I really going to use it? No. Then we have Potion of Oozing. Yeah, Potion of Oozing is really good. I like it about as much as Wind Charge, but I'm probably not going to use it as much just for fun. So it's going to go into A tier. If you want to see how I use Potion of Oozing to make a slime farm, go ahead and click this video in the top right corner. Again, after you watch this one. And then along with the Mace, we got 3 new enchantments. We got Density. Oh, that's Unbreaking 3. That's the wrong book. Our 3 new enchantments are Density, Windburst, and Breach. I can tell you right now, Breach is going into E tier for me because I don't do PvP. I don't see myself using this one. Windburst would for sure be an S tier enchantment if they wouldn't have nerfed it. It was so fantastic, and then they ruined my boy. So it's going into D tier. And then we have Density. Density is going to go into B because I could see this being more useful on the Mace than the other 2. We got 2 new banner patterns, but I don't use banners that often. I kind of want to get into making more banners, but as of right now, they're just not high on my priority list. So yeah, they're both going to go into D. We also got 3 new sherds. And yes, it's pronounced sherds, even though a lot of people will still say shards. That's okay. Sometimes I'm one of them. But I think these are all just going to have to go into D because I don't see myself going out of my way to get them just for decorative purposes. I'm just going to use whatever I can find. They're still cool though. I do like them. I don't want you guys to think I don't like them. I just don't see myself using them as much as I would the ones that I kind of randomly find. We also got a bunch of new paintings. I'm not going to rank the paintings all individually, but for decorative purposes and building, they're going into A tier. I mean, come on. This looks awesome, and all the other ones look amazing as well. If you want a tier list about all the paintings, let me know in the comments down below. And then this was the underdog of the entire update. We can now put leads on boats. Are you kidding me? This is going to make moving villagers so much easier. Like, why was this not a part of the game to begin with? I mean, come on. This is awesome. Hands down, that's going in S tier. I mean, look at this guy. He just agrees with me. But do you agree with me with all of my rankings? Let me know in the comments down below. And it's okay if we disagree. That's the great thing about life. We don't have to agree on everything. But that's all the time I have for today, guys. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. But I'm going to get on out of here and I'll see you in the next one. Always remember the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.